Have you ever wondered why a certain smell can transport you back in time? Imagine the aroma of freshly baked cookies wafting from the kitchen, and suddenly, you're 6 years old again, sneaking a cookie before dinner. Or perhaps it's the scent of a particular perfume that reminds you of someone special. But how does this happen? Welcome to the mysterious world of smell. Smell, or olfaction, is a chemical sense. Unlike sight or hearing, which are based on light waves and sound waves respectively, our sense of smell is triggered by molecules that we, quite literally, inhale. These molecules, known as odorants, are released by substances around us, whether it's the food in our kitchen, the flowers in our garden, or the perfume on our skin. When we take a breath, these odorants travel into our nose and meet a patch of cells, about the size of a postage stamp, nestled up in the roof of our nasal cavity. This is our olfactory epithelium, home to millions of olfactory receptors. Each of these receptors is like a lock, activated by the right odorant key. When an odorant molecule binds to a receptor, it triggers a nerve signal that journeys to our brain, signaling smell. But the magic doesn't stop there. Our brain doesn't just perceive these smells, it interprets them. After all, a rose doesn't contain a rose molecule, and a banana doesn't contain a banana molecule. Instead, each smell is a complex cocktail of odorants, and our brain must decode this mix to identify the scent. It's a bit like hearing a whole orchestra and recognizing the individual instruments. Our sense of smell is wonderfully intricate, and it's deeply connected to our memories and emotions. It's a silent language, communicating messages we aren't always conscious of. From the enticing aroma of a meal to the comforting scent of a loved one, our world is brimming with smells, each telling their own story. So, the next time you catch a whiff of something in the air, take a moment. Breathe it in. See how an unassuming breath can unravel a whole universe of sensations? So, you take a whiff and your brain lights up. But how does it all work? Well, let's dive into the fascinating world of olfaction to find out. First off, let's talk about the anatomy of the nose. You see, your nose is more than just a breathing apparatus. It's a sophisticated sensory organ designed to detect the myriad of odors that fill our world. The inside of your nose is lined with a special type of tissue called the olfactory epithelium. This tissue is packed full of olfactory receptor cells, each capable of detecting different odor molecules. Here's where it gets interesting. When you breathe in an aroma, odor molecules waft into your nose and bind to these receptor cells. This binding triggers a nerve impulse that travels up the olfactory nerve and into your brain. Think of it as a molecular message being sent from your nose to your brain. Once in the brain, these signals reach the olfactory bulb, a sort of relay station that processes the information and sends it to other areas of the brain. One of these areas is the olfactory cortex, which is responsible for identifying the smell. But it's not just about identifying whether you're smelling roses or roast chicken. The olfactory cortex also plays a role in the perception of smell, determining whether an odor is pleasant or unpleasant. Another destination for these signals is the limbic system, which includes the amygdala and the hippocampus. This is where things get really intriguing. The limbic system is heavily involved in memory and emotion, which is why certain smells can evoke such strong memories and feelings. So there you have it, the journey of an odor molecule from your nose to your brain. It's not just a physical process, but a deeply intricate and emotional one. The sense of smell is a powerful tool, connecting us to our environment, our memories, and our emotions in a way that no other sense can. It's a fascinating journey, isn't it? From a simple sniff to complex neural connections. Now that we've traveled from the nose to the brain, what happens next, you might be wondering? Well, the real magic begins now. Each scent we encounter is processed in a part of our brain called the olfactory bulb. This area is like a map, with different regions dedicated to different scents. Here's the fascinating part. When we inhale a scent, it doesn't just disappear into the ether, it sparks a multitude of sensory and emotional responses. Think of the last time you smelled freshly baked cookies or the perfume of a loved one. These scents don't just register as sweet or pleasant, they evoke memories, trigger feelings, and even influence our behavior. In other words, our brains don't just perceive scents, they interpret them, giving each scent a meaning based on past experiences and emotions. Every scent carries a story, a unique signature etched into our brains. Ever wondered why the smell of grandma's cookies takes you straight back to childhood? This is all thanks to our brain's powerful scent memory, a fascinating phenomenon that intertwines our olfactory senses with our memories and emotions. So how does this work? Well, when we first smell a new scent, our nose sends signals to the olfactory bulb, a structure in the brain that helps process smells. The olfactory bulb has direct connections to the amygdala and the hippocampus, two areas of the brain that are strongly associated with emotion and memory. This means that when we encounter a particular scent, it's immediately linked with our emotional experiences and stored as a memory. For example, if as a child, you spent summer afternoons baking cookies with your grandmother, the scent of those cookies became associated with the warmth, joy, and love of those moments. Now, whenever you smell similar cookies, that memory and the emotions attached to it are triggered, transporting you back to those carefree childhood days. This connection is so strong that even the faintest whiff of a familiar scent can trigger vivid memories, making us feel like we've stepped back in time. It's like our brains have their personal time machines powered by scents. Scents have the power to unlock memories like keys to hidden doors in our minds. Did you know that a scent can change your mood? That's right. Scents have a profound impact on our emotions. This is because our sense of smell is directly linked to the limbic system, the part of the brain responsible for emotion and memory. When we inhale a scent, it travels through the nasal cavity to the olfactory bulb, which then sends signals to the limbic system. This intimate connection allows scents to evoke powerful emotional responses. For instance, the smell of lavender is often associated with relaxation and can help reduce stress and anxiety. On the other hand, the scent of citrus fruits like lemons and oranges can lift your spirits and boost your energy levels. Not only do scents influence our current emotional state, but they can also trigger vivid memories. Ever wonder why the smell of freshly baked cookies might transport you back to your grandmother's kitchen? That's your olfactory memory at work. The relationship between scent and emotion is so strong that it's being leveraged in various fields. Aromatherapy, for instance, uses essential oils to improve psychological and physical well-being. Even marketers are tapping into the power of scent to evoke emotions and create brand associations. So, the next time you catch a whiff of your favorite scent, remember, it's not just tickling your nostrils. It's also playing a symphony in your brain, stirring up emotions and memories. Scent is not just a sensory experience, it's an emotional journey. From the perfume you wear to the food you eat, scent science is everywhere. It's not just about smelling good or making our meals more appetizing. Olfactory science has far-reaching applications that touch many aspects of our lives. In medicine, doctors use the sense of smell to detect certain diseases. For instance, some conditions may alter a person's body odor, offering a non-invasive way to diagnose illnesses. The perfume industry relies heavily on olfactory science. Perfumers concoct fragrances that evoke emotions, memories, and even a sense of identity. Food scientists use scent to enhance flavor. Because our taste and smell senses are closely linked, manipulating aromas can make food seem sweeter, saltier, or more savory. Even the marketing world uses scent science. Ever noticed how certain stores have a distinct smell? That's no accident. Scent marketing can influence our shopping behavior, making us linger longer and potentially buy more. The power of scent goes beyond our noses, permeating every aspect of our lives. So, where is this fragrant journey taking us next? As we venture forward, we find ourselves in a world of endless possibilities where olfactory science holds the potential to revolutionize our lives in ways we've yet to imagine. Imagine a future where scent therapies are commonplace, helping people cope with stress, anxiety, and even memory loss. Picture the rise of new technologies that can replicate any scent, making the world a more fragrant place, one molecule at a time. In the realm of medicine, olfactory science could provide breakthroughs in diagnosing and treating diseases. In the world of gastronomy, artificial scents could enhance our dining experience, making every bite a sensory delight. And let's not forget the impact on the fragrance industry. Custom-made scents, tailored to our personal preferences and emotions, could become the norm. The future is here, and it smells wonderful. So buckle up and get ready to embark on this exhilarating olfactory adventure.